as far as this Showtime and Al Heyman thing and PBC, you remember how every time we would suggest certain fights, talk about certain fights, that we basically had to talk about the business of boxing to even see if the fight was possible or plausible, and everything resolved around business. And guys like Leonard Ellaby would tell us we don't know what the hell we talking about. And then Steven Espinoza would be behind the scenes during the interview, or he would tweet that we don't know what the hell we're talking about, and that's not how the business works. Well, sometimes you focus so much on business, you end up out of business. And that's essentially what happened with Showtime and the PBC. Here's the thing. We have been fooled as the general public to think that a lot of these business people are passionate about the business that they're in, when in truth, they're just in the business to make money. And if you know anything, if you ever work with these people, you ever worked under these people, you would understand that they will run a company into the ground trying to make the most money without really adjusting the product. And here's what I mean. Just say you have a lemonade business, right? And you get a lemonade business and you say, man, I'm going to have the best lemonade. I'm going to have filtered spring water. I'm going to have the best lemons, right? I'm going to import the best lemons forever in the world that the best lemons grow. I'm going to have pure cane sugar. And you're passionate about this lemonade, and it's delicious, right? And it makes its way into stores and everything. And then you decide to go public with this company. The company gets big enough. People can buy stock in the company, or maybe, sell it to another company. However, when the business people get to this damn lemonade, right? Let's say you sell it for $5 a gallon. First thing they might do is like, you know what? We can really increase our profit margins if we sell a half a gallon for $3. So let's just cut the gallon, right? Let's cut the gallon in half, $3. We'll increase our profit margin by whatever percent, right? And then the next thing the business people go do is say, you know what? This filtered spring water, it's probably a little too much. We can actually filter tap water, and we can increase our profits by whatever percent, right? And it may go from filtered tap water to just tap water, right? And it may go from the best lemons in the world to, you know what, we got this chemical that tastes like the best lemons in the world. Instead of cane sugar, we can use high fructose corn syrup. And after the business people get to your product, it's unrecognizable. And that's essentially what the business people did to boxing. We were on here arguing about people's purses and how much they got paid and who's a draw and who's not a draw. And we engulfed ourselves into this because that was our new reality, because the business people did that. Business is not always good. In that aspect, those type of business people, and we call them bean counters. I hope that doesn't, I really truly hope that's not like some sort of slur or some shit that I just don't know about. But, we'll call them bean counters. They're getting there and they just don't give a damn about the product at all. They're only trying to make money and cut costs and cut labor and whatever they could do to increase the profit margin for the stockholders. Okay? Now, boxing in itself is not a business. Boxing is a product. Boxing is very similar to the lemonade, right? And when you're dealing with a product, especially a product it's in a market that's already flooded with other similar products, you want to approach it one of four ways, right? You either want to have a higher quality, a higher quantity, you want it to be cheaper, or you want it to be more convenient, right? This is why convenience stores exist. That's why you can go in there and you can buy a Snicker for X amount of dollars, for $2, and you damn near go to the grocery store and get it for 50 cents or get a whole pack of Snickers. It's because it's more convenient. Of course, if something cheaper, it's going to turn your eye to it. If it's higher quality, higher quantity, oh man, I get a lot of this for that, right? We've all been to these restaurants that give you a whole bunch of food, but ain't the most delicious food. It's all right, but you get full off of it. And then you got your high end, your quality stuff. The PBC, when they approached the market, they started off with all four, in my opinion. We were getting quality fights at a high rate on free TV. So that covers the convenience and the cheap and cheaper and all the rest of that stuff. Uh so they approached the market the correct way. By the end of it, think about what we're getting by the end of it. So we got Guerrero and Keith Thurman free on regular TV. And then you fast forward, we're paying for Hector Garcia versus Tank Davis, fight no one asked for, right? And had they got their way, we probably was about to get Isaac Cruz, Tank Davis 2, or Tank Davis, Isaac Cruz 2. We didn't even ask for the shit. They want us to pay for something we didn't even want. Unrecognizable. The product is unrecognizable to how it started out. And that's what happened. Is it Al Heyman's fault? No. Al Heyman is a businessman. Al Heyman is in this to make money. That's what he's in this for. It's just people provided him cover and they tried to act like he was passionate about the sport of boxing. He looked at the sport of boxing as $1, right? That's what it was to him. It's $1. He's not showing up at the fight, sitting ringside or anything like that. He's not even pretending to be interested in boxing. He's behind the scenes making the money. That's what he's doing. I don't believe for one reason, for 1 minute that Al Heyman is broke. Because if he's getting billions and billions of dollars and all this money they claim he lost and he's making 35% off of all these fighters, and some of these fighters are multimillionaires, this man got some money in the bank. This man been around since Thriller. Al Heyman's gonna be all right. Al Heyman is one of these people who can make a mistake look like he did it on purpose. Right? Because this is a mistake. Losing all of this, having to start from where he has to start from, this is a mistake. Having to start over, this was some miscalculations. But he's probably going to land on his feet, right? And for a minute, he's probably going to give you what you want. And then he's going to get back to business. And when he get back to business, the product's going to look unrecognizable. And we're going to be stuck in this loop. We're going to be stuck in this loop. But that's pretty much my thoughts. I mean, understanding business, I understand how we got here. Working for bigger companies and things of that nature, I understand how we got here because I understand how they ran and I understand how these people think. And it doesn't matter if they have a Harvard education, Princeton education, Ivy League education. They don't give a damn. They're not trying to change the world. They're not trying to change the world of boxing. They're trying to get in there and make the most money possible. And if that means you don't get the best fights, they're perfectly fine with it. I'm out.